So essentially, this session should have been with Mr. Muhammad, but now we have someone else as a guest with us, which is Mr. Stefan. Stefan, you're the Group IT Director for Tejoury Group, correct?
Yes.
And Mr. Muhammad, you're the Digital Transformation Manager for Tejoury Group.
Yes, sure. Okay.
Welcome on Unplugged.
My pleasure. Hello.
It's a pleasure to have you here. As I think you've heard, we have 5 pillars we're going to discuss. I'm going to give you the mic in a bit to talk a bit about Tejoury and your career. But the 5 pillars are the vision, the engine, the people, the money, and the radio. Okay? So before hopping on these 5 pillars, please, the floor is yours. Tell us what you do and what's Tejoury. Who's Tejoury?
Okay. First, thanks for hosting us in this podcast and Google Summit. Starting with the Tejoury 2006, it starts with record and information management. Then we scale in business process outsourcing. This is another subsidiary. And also personal storage. Plus, the last company is for financing aggregator, connecting the individual to the right lenders. The amazing thing in Tejoury that we are working in agile methodology. We know exactly what is the pain of the customers. We dive deep with the customers to know where is the pains, and based on this, we are using the right tools with the latest technologies that can solve this. The most important thing, the thing here is the mindset. You cannot work agile if you have fixed mindset. So you should be capable to adapt the changes. There is also a clear objective for all the team to be more collaborative, to dive deep into the problem of the customers.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to, let's say, the culture and how the team changes a bit. Let me just give the floor to Mr. Stefan to introduce himself, and then I'll come back to the question.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Hello, hi. My name is Stefan. I'm the Group IT Director for Tejoury. Yes, and this is, the things that Mohammad just described are I think, providing proper explanation to the company. We are in general in the records and information management, and we are in the multiple different industries. We are not limiting ourselves. We have business that is B2B. We have business that is B2C. So lots of different factors are there, and that is something that is really interesting in this area.
Perfect. So, Mohammad, you spoke a bit about being agile, let's say, and the technology you have, etc. How does Tejoury's advanced tech and infra become a core competitive advantage for you guys? Who's taking this one?
Okay, it's fine. As I mentioned earlier, we are working in agile methodology. We have flexible mindset that we accept the challenges. Actually, it's part from our passion. Whenever customer have a problem when it's come to the data, collecting the data, classify the data, and how to use this data to build a good decision engines. That's why we are cooperating together. We have mutual goal. Everyone from the team, he knows the higher purpose for this. We dive deeply with the customers when it's come to the pains, to understand what's the pains. We're using AI technologies. We rely on the data. We classify and collect this data from several sources, either physical documents, emails, multimedia, and then we classify it. We enrich this data with the other sources in the organizations until we reach to right information can let the customer take a decision based on it.
I think the most important part is the flexibility, right? We are working with different industries. Sometimes those customers, they have really strict rules, so we cannot even take the data outside of their premises. So sometimes we are building like the small data centers within their premises. Sometimes we are using our infrastructure in our locations. So we are providing like full flexibility based on the requirements from the customers. And also thanks to the fact that we are using internal resources to build like data centers and to also build the software, it's giving us the proper flexibility to actually deliver things on time.
Okay, and let's say when we discuss records, Does real-time data help you within this industry? And is it essential?
Yes, in many cases, we have, of course, like two different flavors of that. One part is related to all the activities that company is doing internally. So we have our internal systems and we have our internal requirements when it comes to providing the proper insights. So we have like a chain of integrated systems across the organizations that are collecting the information from different sources, from operations to financial to HR, and all of those informations are allowing us to draw proper conclusions and provide the decisions to like recommendations to the management. And on the other hand, we have also the customer part where we are collecting and enhancing the information for them. So of course, both parts are very important, and this is something that we are actively working on since the beginning.
Okay, so this was the vision and the engine. Those are the first two pillars that we discussed, but things came naturally when you were introducing. So I'm going to move a bit to people. You discussed this early on in your introduction. How important is to train people? How important for the team as well is, let's say, to adapt, to have a culture of embracing new technologies and upskilling these teams as well?
I think here the point it's come from the personal himself. He accepting to teach him. Okay, this is the main crucial factor. Whenever the person who can work in this mindset and accepting to learn, I think it's you will make your life easier. This is the mainly.
From my perspective, the first thing always that I'm doing when we are hiring new people is to understand the business, right? People should really know to the core what we are doing. So we have the induction program. So we are sending people to actually to see the actual operations on the ground, and they should start understanding, how we are doing things. It's like, the common analogy is with McDonald's, right? Like whoever is joining the McDonald's should learn how to do the burgers, right? So I really like this approach, and I think it's really helping people, right? Because if you're able to understand the business, then you are able to provide the proper value.
Okay, so let's say now you have clients. What are, let's say, the metrics that you showcase to the client in order to, let's say, get him on your side, other than costs? Because everyone discusses costs, no? I don't need costs. What else?
From our perspective is mainly the regulatory requirements, right? So we are working very much with the financial sector. So all those requirements that they're having from the regulators are our main drivers for us. So basically we are helping them to meet the requirements from the regulators. And because of the huge data sets, they need support in that, right? So this is our core approach, that in many cases, outside of course of the business need and the ROI, there is always this requirement from outside, and those customers, they are really in need of having this support to avoid any, being outside of the regulatory requirements, or even to avoid potential penalties.
Okay. If I would add also on this point, we are working in Tejoury with our customer or client as a part from national homework to support Vision 2030. And the things that are related to cost and sales, I think this is the last thing that
people are thinking about.
Yes, we can think about it. Our most important thing to focus on the customer problem and pinpoint and think how we can solve it with adhering cybersecurity framework and PDPL for personal data privacy.
You spoke about privacy. That was the next question I was going to discuss. Okay, what's the added value now? Like you can say that Google Cloud and iSolution is topping up on Tejoury. What is Google Cloud giving you? What's the added value there?
It's a flexible cloud platform that will allow me to scale whenever I need, and this is the most crucial thing. And actually, we used in our last company that related to the fintech, we was struggling if we will build this platform inside server room. And the problem that later on, when we're scalable from 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000, this will make a huge problem for us because it's infrastructure. We found iSolutions and the Google team, very supportive team. They start the journey with us from the beginning. They design the architecture. They ask us the required questions to make roadmap for us, and we trust it.
Okay, so I have a final question, and it's the same question for both of you. So, and it has a melody to it. If you would do something that, what would you do if you were not doing what you're doing right now?
That's a very interesting question. So from my side, I'm really into traveling. So since I came to Saudi, I'm living now in Asia, so I'm exploring Asia. So for sure, for me, that would be the idea for my life, to actually see things, describe things, and
Travel blog.
yes, something like that, probably. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. And for you?
For me, I think my passion always come to, and I think this is also related to my role in Tejoury, to supporting the people, either people on organization or outside. Maybe I will work in charity.
You do a good politician.
But really, this is what we say it in Arabic, al-ata. Yes, and it's something very great, and your feeling of happiness when you're supporting the people, other organizations or normal people, there's good feeling you feel about it.
Perfect. So are you enjoying the summit?
Yes, sure.
Did you enjoy this quick, fast session?
Yes.
I hope we can get you on a longer one. This would be more in-depth conversation, but for now, this is I'm not going to take a lot of your time. Thank you for joining us, and we'll take a 10-minute break, and we'll come back with our next guest.
Okay, nice to meet you, Kevin, and so pleasure again to meet you here.
Pleasure to have you both.
Thank you very
you.
much.
Bye-bye.